Cunningham for 5 minutes.
Sadly, though, here in Washington, D.C., bipartisanship and civility seem to be the exception and not the rule. In my short tenure, I've been disappointed with a lot that I've encountered. I've seen members consistently put their party ahead of their own people, embracing conspiracy theories or arguments detached from reality while knowing better and sometimes admitting so privately. I've seen members mock the president behind his back and praise him to his face, loathe him in private and worship him on television. I've seen them intentionally spread misinformation and lies, flirt with white supremacists, and pander to the most extreme voices in our society. And it's been for one reason and one reason alone: self-preservation. People more interested in protecting themselves and their party than protecting our country. More interested in keeping their job than doing their job. Such reckless and selfish behavior has created a system where most politicians can't lose and most Americans can't win. And when it's time to tackle the greatest challenges before us, our leaders cannot even agree on the problems, let alone the solutions. Today's elected leaders bear a tremendous responsibility to be the custodians of our young and fragile democracy. And make no mistake, our democracy has been battered and bruised, but it is not yet broken. And to save it, we must agree on one basic truth: that the other side is not the enemy. The enemy is the stubbornness of our own biases. The enemy is a political system that seeks to divide us for sport. Let's fight that and not each other. Our country is facing some serious issues right now, and our country would be much better served if Democrats and Republicans could come together. And my grandfather always told me that you can get through about any problem if you actually sit down with somebody and have a beer together. I've been trying to work with people since the first day I got here. I won't ever stop reaching across the aisle or trying to work with one another or sitting down and having a beer and listen to each other. For the betterment of this country, we have to come together. We have to sit down and listen to each other and maybe even have a beer. In the spirit of the bipartisanship and cooperation, I raise this glass to my colleagues, both Democrats and Republicans. I yield back.
The gentleman from South Carolina. Yield back.